All right. I do see Coach Taylor with us. And as always, Coach, we want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your schedule to join us. Obviously, a little bit interesting scenario here. You're the only coach on the call today that will have an opportunity to discuss a game. Obviously, you had a contest in week 0. So, first of all, welcome to the call, Coach. And if you could please start us out with an opening statement recapping your team's most recent victory, a 37-7 win over South Carolina State at the MEAC Challenge.
I thought it was a great weekend for our football team. They came out and really played well at a lot of positions, all phases, 3 phases. When you look at it, our offense played pretty good. Defense was very physical. Special teams was solid. The execution was right where we wanted to be, but we still got a long ways to go for this football team. But we'll take a win in a stage like that, like the weekend was, a big crowd, huge numbers in the stadium. So many question marks for myself as a head coach just to see where your football team is at early in the season. We got a lot of those questions answered, but it was truly a great weekend for Jackson State football.
Appreciate those opening comments, Coach Taylor. First question goes to Kendrick Marshall.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
Lost in all the conversation about how well your quarterback played. The guy who really jump-started your offense on Saturday was Irv Mulligan, your running back transfer from Wofford. How big of a contributor do you see him being this year for your team?
I think what you saw, that's exactly what he's going to be. Him and JD provide a great 1-2 punch. We talk about, everybody been hearing about the physicality we want to bring to football games, and he came out there and set the tone for the football team. It was good to see him have some success early. He's got the opportunity to be really good, I think, in this conference. He runs behind his pads. Great kid, great student athlete, and I'm excited about what he brings to this football team offensively.
How much does having a guy like that really help expand your offense even more? I know you guys put up a lot of good production on Saturday, but having that consistent running attack, how much will that help you guys moving forward?
I think it's going to help big time for this program. Anytime you got a big physical back that can finish games for you the way he went out there and did it, that's what we want to be. The offensive line did a great job as well, moving people, controlling the line of scrimmage. And anytime you can hand it to a guy with that size and that type of speed that he displayed this weekend, it gives us an opportunity to know if we can get out in front of people, he can close games. But also, too, early on, you talk about the home run ability that he showed. It was a pleasant sight to see for this football team, like I said.
All right, thanks, Coach.
No problem.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Hey, Coach Taylor, I hope you and everybody back in Jackson are well. Talk a little bit about your quarterback, Mr. Brown. Really played well, and then also he was dynamic in the game in Atlanta.
Like you said, he played a great game. He was solid protecting the football. That's some things that we really stressed with him, these last couple of weeks going into this football game, the ball security, making sure we're taking care of the football, don't turn it over. He showed some leadership. He called the team up, the offensive group up at one time over there and talked about finishing the game. And just to see where he's come with those receivers. We took some shots. So, we got some guys out there we feel pretty good about, but we took some shots, down the field, and he laid it out there. I think he could have been better on a couple of them. That's what I told him, as far as getting the ball out. The one I loved, though, was the 4th down deal. That's where you could see he would be okay. 4th down, take a hit like that in the face and still was able to get the ball off for a touchdown to DJ Stevens. So we're excited about him. We have to continue to coach him up. And he has to continue to get better. We sputtered a little bit earlier, but he had a good game, and we're excited about what he brings to the table.
TC, flip the script. South Florida, FAMU, Jackson State, Orange Blossom Classic. This is a big game, and everybody is clamoring to look forward to it. What do you see going into South Florida against FAM?
2 well-coached football teams that's going to get after it this weekend come Sunday. Coach Simmons is a great coach. He's done some awesome things in this league, in the MEAC. He's been around. He has a great staff. He got good players, 10 all-conference players on the football team. He has the Offensive Player of the Year right now for his preseason Offensive Player of the Year in Musa. So it's going to be a competitive game. This is the one I think everybody is, waiting to see, and we know the magnitude of this game. The last couple of years, the winner of this game has really went on to play for the SWAC championship. So to get this kind of game early in the season for HBCU, it's going to be good. I don't think it'll disappoint like it had in the last couple of years.
Thank you, Coach Taylor. Congratulations and have a blessed week.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Next question goes to Zach McKinnell.
Hope you're doing well, Coach. And I wanted to ask about your offensive line. How did you feel like they played as a unit, and what were your biggest takeaways from their performance this past weekend?
I thought they played well together. That was something that concerned us. How was the chemistry with those guys up front? But I thought they came out and, dominated the offensive line of scrimmage. I thought they did a great job of that because we've been hearing about the guys that we went against on South Carolina State's football team a couple of years ago. Quite a few of those guys came back this year. So we challenged them. I really challenge those guys every day in practice to come out and set the tone. If we can do it out there in practice against our defense and, pop a few runs here, pop a few runs there, we can definitely take it into a football game and go out here and be physical. I love their effort. They play with great effort, running down the field, doing things like that. So I was very pleased with them. We still got a ways to go. We left a lot of points out there, I think, but where we at with this offensive line, I feel good about.
And a quick follow-up here, Jeremiah Williams and Devontae Davis had outstanding games at defensive tackle. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to be able to generate the pressure and get in the backfield from the 3-tech at that defensive tackle spot with those guys?
Well, they did a good job, like you said, and it allowed some other guys to play well around, and those linebackers really flew around. But we knew about Jeremiah and Double D going into the season what they were. They made plays last season. Those guys have been here. They played a lot of football. They're strong. They're big. They're physical. And just like we were talking about the offensive line, they can really control the line of scrimmage over there. I thought Coach Bradley did a great job, our defensive coordinator, as well as, keeping them fresh. We rotated a bunch of guys up front, but, and we're going to need that this weekend. But Jeremiah came out there and really set the tone early and made some plays. Double D is a guy that's been around. He's one of both of those guys are one of the true leaders on this team. When they talk, the rest of the team listen. So, they just got to continue to be a force out there, and we got to keep them fresh and keep them upright.
Appreciate you, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Next question goes to G. Thomas.
Hey, how you doing, Coach? Gerald Thomas out of Tallahassee Democrat. We spoke a little bit at SWAC Media Day. So, of course, coming down to Florida this weekend. But, in recent years, Jackson State has had FAMU's number. So kind of tell me, you're coming in, you're a new coach. Kind of tell me, just wanting to continue that and, continue beating FAMU basically, as y'all prepare for that Orange Blossom Classic showdown on Sunday.
For us, it's the next game on the schedule. Like you said, we knew this game was coming. We wanted to take care. That's why it was so important to come out and play a good, clean football game this past weekend, and get back in here and get to the drawing board and get ready for this one this weekend. But it's like I said, we know they got some players down there. We know they're well coached, but this one has a lot of bearing on the rest of the season for the entire SWAC. It's a lot riding on this football game. So our players understand that we came back in here Sunday, we put that one behind us and start getting ready for this football game. But I'm excited to see our football team go up against a team like FAMU, like I said, with so many returning players. Again, here we go. We're on the road again. 3:00 kickoff, I think somewhere in there. It's going to be hot. How are we going to go out there, and can we take what we did this weekend into a football game of this magnitude? And also, too, playing in a game on ABC and then coming back on ESPN, you still got to be ready to go to perform on these type of platforms.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem. Thank you.
Last question goes to Mason Smith.
Afternoon, Coach. Again, congrats on the win. I kind of a big picture question about DJ Stevens. The tight end position doesn't have as long of a lineage compared to quarterback or running back in black college football. Just talk to me about that and how DJ Stevens could, maybe change on his college career, maybe on the pro level.
Well, DJ, what I tell DJ, you basically just got to stay the course and stay consistent. You laid down a foundation, a body of work last year that was remarkable, like you said, for the tight end position. But he just got to continue to work. He's a great player. Everything that he's gotten for the All-American accolades and everything he deserves. If you watch him work on a day-to-day basis, you can see basically what you're saying. He would have an opportunity to play on the next level. But DJ is a guy, though, a lot of people don't know that's been around here. He was here in 19 when I first got here. He done played a lot of football. Come from a great family. His dad, mom, they're really behind him. But I'm excited for him this season as well. You saw it this weekend. But the hidden things about DJ, everybody think about the pass catching and everything, but he's a great blocker. He brings a lot to the table in our run game. We were talking about with Irv Mulligan, those running backs and everything. So he's the total package at tight end, great size. So we're excited about what he's, brought to that tight end position for us.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach, we sincerely appreciate your time and good luck this weekend.
All right. Thank you, guys. Y'all take care. Be blessed.
This concludes our SWAC